Hi, welcome to the second installment of an open book. I'm going to keep it short, I promise. I'm going to keep it to 5 minutes or under if I can. Uh, this installment, I'll be talking about the Tea Party and abortion and some other political issues. No, I'm just fucking with you. I could care less about any of that shit. I mean, I care about abortion, but my politics don't fucking matter because this is about writing. So stop it. Don't talk about that shit on here. That's not what it's for. Let's see, what did I want to talk about? Inspiration. That was my main thing that I was going to talk about because, as those of you who follow my Facebook saw, um, last week I got a funny spam message, the subject of which was, "Grow your huge monster." And I made a joke about it on my Facebook, saying, "You'll imagine my surprise when I opened it up. Fuck you, misleading spam messages." Um, I was just trying to be funny. I thought it was amusing. I love looking at spam subject lines. I think they're hysterical. Um, but that subject line got me to thinking in a completely different way, not at all about dicks or porn or growing a huge monster in that sense, but in the sense of a children's book. I've always wanted to write a children's book, and so that uh, really kind of spurred me on to start thinking more along the lines of what I wanted to do for my children's book and how I wanted to use that, and take something as negative and crass as fucking crass. I say crass and then I say fuck. I'm a real fucking class act. Something as crass as spam, and turn it around and make it into a positive. And for me, that positive is going to be a children's book. I've already started working on it. I've already got an artist for it, and hopefully it's really going to come together. I'm excited about the idea. And in a nutshell, it's about a little girl who eats a certain cereal all summer because on the back, if you collect the box tops, you can send away to grow your own monster. So that's what she's going to do. And I wanted it to be different. I've got two kids of my own. I've spent the better part of 11 years reading children's books, and a lot of them are really cynical. A lot of them really take a negative bend on things. The kids are, they're all precocious. They're all kind of rude, and I don't think that's the right message to send. So I wanted to write one about, kids that, have siblings and they love one another. Their life isn't horrible. They're not brats. They're not snotty. So I wanted it to be more fun like that, and that's what this is going to be. The other thing I wanted to talk about was Scott Pilgrim. I went yesterday, which was Sunday, and saw it with my wife. And it was important to me to go see it with my wife because she is not a geek like me. Um, she supports everything I do, but when it comes to geek culture, it's not her thing, um, which is cool. That's fine because it gives me kind of an unbiased springboard for a lot of things. I can throw ideas off of her and see what she's gonna say. Um, every time I do this, my fucking phone rings. Anyway, her and I went and saw Scott Pilgrim last night, and it was two vastly different experiences between her and I. I absolutely loved it, but it speaks my language. It is written in geek. It is video game culture. It is music scene. It is comic books. It is kind of hipster, but skewering hipster at the same time. Um, all of which she has no interest in. She really enjoyed the movie. She had a fun time with it. She thought it was very visually engaging, but she didn't laugh at the same spots I laughed at. Um, she didn't get giddy at certain parts like I did, and that is why the movie is going to fail at the box office. It's going to be a cult classic. There's no question. And it's going to be praised for a long time for the technical innovations, the way it's shot, and especially the way it's edited. Um, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a successful film, and that's sad. That's a bummer. Uh, it needs to be for indie comics. It's a big thing. These films have to do well. Studio put a lot of money into it. They did a shit ton for their campaign, and yet it's still flopping. So, uh, it bums me out, but I can understand it. Um, but that's I guess that's the way it goes. Oh, one last thing because I'm at 5 minutes right now, but fuck it, I'm gonna say one more thing. I read an article online today about the 5 reasons why Scott Pilgrim flopped, and one of the reasons was how, you know, geeks aren't into it, and it wasn't a geek movie, and how, you know, it was about a music scene, and geek culture is getting lumped together, and it's not all the same thing, and that's bullshit. That is total bullshit, if you ask me. Geek culture is geek culture, whether it's comics, whether it's movies. If you're into something that much, then you're a geek about it, and you geek out over it. So don't tell me that people who are into the indie music scene aren't geeks, that, you know, just that geeks are only comic book people. Fuck that. That's bullshit. That article actually pissed me off, and it was way off the mark. So, well, I'm going to wrap it up. Do me a favor and go see Scott Pilgrim and take non-geeks with you. See what they think of it. Start a dialogue because we need this movie to do well. All of us. If indie comics are going to continue to move forward as an art form and as a medium and be translated into other media, then we need to support them. So if you're on the fence, you're like, I don't know, it's not my thing, or you've got the fucking Michael Cera backlash going on, or any of that stuff, put it aside. Do me a favor, go see this movie, and then order Massive Awesome #1 from your local comic book store because it's in previews this month and we really need the support. All right? Thanks. Take it easy.